Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. Saturday afternoonish. As of right now, it's a very nice and quiet day because no one's in the house but me. Some things going on. Had to relocate my PS4 because I want to play it so much. You know, I bought a PS4 recently and I really want to play it, but the problem is that it was stuck in one room, and that room is occupied by my mom's husband or my father, my new father, stepfather, something like that, my stepfather, because of his surgery and all this other stuff, his procedures and following a stroke, so he has to stay downstairs. He technically can't go upstairs unless he needs to or for short periods of time. So if he's constantly there, constantly, sun up to sundown, I mean, right now I could play down there, but the thing is that there's so much stuff that's in the way. He basically moved in down there, so that's fine. So I tried hooking it back up to my TV. Still nothing. So I said, okay, let me try what I wanted to do with the first time. What I should have did was hooked it up downstairs in our basement. The funny thing was that what's prompted me to do that, because Dynamite Kid 100 was staying in my basement while he was here, except for one night. And he hooked up his PS4 and it worked, so why not mine? So boom, it's working, and it's like, oh, okay, it works great. In the middle of all that, two people rang the doorbell, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I see two people. I said, oh my gosh, it's Jehovah's Witnesses. I thought they gave up, but they're not Jehovah's Witnesses. They're a new place right around the corner, right down the street from where I live. The funny thing is that, and I was kind of hostile to them because, one, this so-called church was right down the street from them. My uncle and my aunt had their own little service thing, and they was right down the street, that same place where they was at, and they kicked them out because they said they kept messing up their toilets. So right then and there, I'm like, anybody that's associated with them, I have no clue. I have nothing to listen to. You want to put blame on other people for stuff, that's fine. But they had to leave and move to a different place because of people who there. So if that's the people who actually own it, this is the reason why that was one thing I was kind of hostile. And I would have said something, I'd be like, well, you know, I should have said, you know what, right down the street next to, oh, okay, because, you know, the fun thing is my uncle and my aunt had a little Bible service study right in that same building. And they got kicked out because the owners there said they kept messing up the toilets. Is that you guys? Because if that's you, get out. I should have said that at first. But I didn't lead with that. But I already know what they want. The first question is, do you know if you died today, do you know where your soul will be go? I'm like, I never thought about it. Now, why have I not thought about that? Okay, truth be honest told. Do I believe in God? The answer is yes, I do believe in God. Do I believe God died for my sins? Yes, of course. Do I also believe in evolution? Okay. I believe God created the earth, screwed up, said, I don't like this, killed everybody, make it again. That's my thought. But that's a little bit far-fetched. But how do you explain dinosaurs and humans? And there's no such mention of really dinosaurs in the Bible? Really? Well, kind of, maybe, sort of, something like that. But then again, remember that Bible that you're reading today, the King James Version, it's been edited. So you really don't know what was taken out of it. But that's fine. That is so fine. That's okay. But anyway. And this guy was like, well, I'm like, look, I'm not interested. And the guy kept pushing it. I was like, whoa. Now, one thing is that most people, Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm not interested. Yes, okay, no problem. Can I leave some messages for you? Okay, and if you have any questions, give them a call, and they go on their way. These guys stood there. I'm like, damn. Of all the times for my parents not to have some kind of Bible service on Saturdays, no one's here. They could have like, no, we're having our Bible service right here online. See you later. Goodbye. Like, what the fuck? But anyway. So I'm like, look, I'm not interested. You're not interested in knowing that? I'm like, well, all these people dying, God forbid that you die. I'm like, well, hold on a second. Who says I'm dying today? No one knows when they're going to die, man. Shit. I can die in the next 10 minutes. I don't know. 10 hours, 10 days, 10 years, 20 years. Who knows? I'm planning on going somewhere. I could die right then. I don't know. But anyway, I said I'm not interested. Now the funny thing is that I was kind of rude to him, and to a certain extent, I feel bad. But then again, I felt like you're trying to pressure me into something. I'm like, no, I don't trust that. I don't trust that. For example, have you ever heard of a used car salesman who tried to sell you a car, give you the super hard sale? And you look up, why you give me a hard sell? I mean, the other day, this one guy was looking at my Jimmy and saying, man, how much? I said, I was going to try to get $400 from the scrapper because, they're going to take the car apart, use it, and sell off the spare parts. But if you want, $200 to $300 is fine with me. And the guy like, oh, I don't think about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care. That Jimmy, I could sell it for $200. What it does, it will save me $100 on my car insurance. It will save me $100 on my car insurance. So right now, having that Jimmy, I tell you, I could take the Jimmy off. I can take the insurance off the Jimmy and save myself some money. I could do that. But just in case, if a tree limb falls on it and breaks it, and I could collect some money off it, that's what I'm trying to do. Shit doesn't happen. But anyway, see, that's what my expectation is, but it doesn't happen. But I bet you if I took it off, tree branch, I'm like, oh my gosh. But anyway, but then again, here's the thing. According to the Bible, there's only one true path to God. Now, who is it? Now, if the Jews are the chosen people, that means if you're Jewish, you're the chosen people. You got your way in. But then again, the Jewish people, for what I understand, they serve more Old Testament than New Testament. So what's going on? You see what I'm saying? It's confusing. There's Baptist, Pentecostal, Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, Lutherans, Mormons, something else. All these many different offshoots of Christianity. For example, my aunt and uncle, they do their offshoot of Christianity is with ancient Hebrewism, Hebraic, some Jewish traditions and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, is that the true path? I don't know. But see, here's the thing. I don't know if you're the fake. I don't know if you're real or you're the fake. And the funny thing is, why should I? And I look up. It's like, you know what? I went to a private school when I was younger, from 7th grade to graduation. I went to a private school that was run by a Baptist church. We had Bible class every day, and we also had a sermon twice a week. Every Tuesday and Thursday we had sermons. Only every so often where you got lucky and your Bible class will coincide with the sermons. Then again, they want you to take notes. How are you going to take notes? You're going to take notes during the sermon in church? Really? But anyway. And so one day I felt sorry for myself and I got down on my knees and I asked God to forgive my sins and stuff like that. So according to the Baptist religion, I am saved. But in actuality, I backslid. Then when I talked to my grandparents about it, and they're Pentecostal, no, that ain't right. That ain't right. What is this people teaching you? So here you think about it. The Pentecostal people believe in speaking in tongues. So here's a question: which one is the correct one? And do I think my uncle? Do you think my grandfather and my grandmother is rotting in hell? No, I don't think so. My grandmother devoted herself to God for almost 80 years, and believe me, I'm gonna tell you something. If she's in hell, I'll be damn surprised, but I doubt it. But then again, I don't think that. I mean, here's the thing. Some people say, you have to worship him and do this, and I'm like, why do I have to do all that? Believing in God is not enough. You got to do this. You got to. And I'm like, no, I don't feel up to it. So, because of that action I did when I was like an 8th or 9th grade, if that wasn't good enough, then oh well, I wouldn't know. Because at that time I thought they were the right ones. Do I try to live my life as religiously moral as possible? But it's hard to do in today's society. I'm a heathen. Some people say you could lose it. So I'm like, well, if you could lose it, oh well, then what's the use of having it if you can lose it? Okay, I don't know. So here's the thing, I don't know. Problem was, I feel bad for disrespecting them at my house. But then again, I looked up. It's because what their actions did to my family members, and their church. I could not forgive them for that. They had a service. Now, like I said, their service was like down the street from my house, around the corner, down the street, 5-minute drive. And everything was working well for years. Then they got kicked out because of some kind of toilet problem. You guys keep messing up our toilets. Man, your toilet's screwed up from the beginning, bro. And because of that, I'm like, no, I don't want to hear from you. If you say I use them from this place or this place, I'll be like, okay, I'll be more entertained. But since you say you're from that place, And the funny thing is that if you're truly religious, you're supposed to act religious in all things. But you don't. You don't see it that. But anyway, that's enough thoughts for me for now. My PS4 is hooked up in my basement. It's downloading some stuff, which I'm surprised it wasn't done yet, but that's okay. I'm going to get ready to go to the store for Free Comic Book Day and pick up some books. I don't even know how many books I got this week. Oh well, but anyway. I think Batman 100 came out this week, so that's good. So with that said, I got to figure out a way how to spend a $50 Best Buy card, and I'm thinking maybe I should get some cheap movies on Blu-ray, because I can. But do I want to go through 100 some pages for Blu-rays, or I want to pick up some good video games that I can get for super cheap? Don't know yet. Haven't figured it out yet. So with that, that's what I'm going to try to do today as well. And I got an unboxing of something else coming up. So, and I think I got something cool in the mailbox, because the mailbox is half open. So with that being said, I got a lot of different things to deal with at the moment. And tomorrow I'm going to do some laundry again. So with that being said, I'm going to say adieu to all of you for right now. So if you like if you like the stuff that I'm talking about, now if you're a religious person, I'm not downing your religion. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downing your religion or your belief system. This is something that happened to me, and I didn't like it. So, talk to you later. Don't hate me for that.